Beneath the silent vault of night, the universe reveals itself as a scattered sea of stars. But beyond those points of light lies something far greater, an invisible architecture stretching across billions of light years. Galaxies are not adrift in random isolation. They are bound into colossal filaments, woven into a cosmic web so vast it defies human imagination. If the Milky Way were a single bead of dew, these threads would be rivers of light spanning the size of continents, curving through the darkness, connecting the unthinkable. Between them yawn voids so immense that entire galaxies drift for eternity without a neighbor. This is the hidden framework of reality, a structure sculpted by gravity, shaped by dark matter, and expanded by the relentless push of dark energy. It is the silent hand guiding the formation of stars, the fate of galaxies, and perhaps the story of life itself. Tonight, we step beyond the veil of starlight into the grand design that holds the cosmos together. The map awaits. The journey begins. Beneath the black ocean of the cosmos, there are shapes we cannot see, structures so vast they stretch across hundreds of millions of light years, binding galaxies into silent, shimmering chains. They do not glow like stars, nor swirl like nebulae, yet their presence shapes the very architecture of the universe. To find them is to glimpse the scaffolding of reality itself, the hidden frame upon which all creation hangs. And yet, most of us look to the sky without ever knowing they are there. Imagine drifting away from the Milky Way, past the Andromeda Galaxy, and further still, until clusters of galaxies become glittering archipelagos on a cosmic map. You would begin to see patterns, walls of light, long as eternity, curving filaments, and immense yawning voids between them. These are not mere coincidences. They are the threads and knots of the cosmic web, the largest structures known to exist, woven from both matter we can see and the invisible hand of dark matter we cannot. Their size defies intuition. A single galaxy cluster may contain thousands of galaxies, yet is itself just a bead on a filament that stretches farther than the mind can grasp. Across this colossal framework, gravity tugs, dark energy pushes, and galaxies flow along unseen paths like rivers in a grand intergalactic landscape. The universe, we discover, is not random. It is patterned, structured, and exquisitely connected. These hidden structures were not always here. In the earliest moments after the Big Bang, the universe was a nearly uniform sea of particles, a glowing fog without form. But even then, there were whispers of difference, tiny fluctuations in density, mere 1 part in 100,000 variations scattered through the cosmic soup. Over billions of years, gravity seized upon these minute imperfections, pulling matter together into filaments, clusters, and superclusters, like frost patterns blooming on a cosmic window. The filaments themselves are staggering rivers of matter, each one hundreds of millions of light years long and tens of millions wide, composed of galaxies, gas, and the mysterious dark matter that outweighs all visible stars. Between them lie the cosmic voids, vast, near-empty expanses where a single galaxy may drift alone for eons, isolated by gulfs of unimaginable darkness. This alternating rhythm of density and emptiness forms a universal lacework, as if the cosmos itself were a living organism with veins, tissues, and open spaces between. We can only see this grand design by mapping the positions of millions of galaxies, each a pinpoint, marking a node on the cosmic web. From Earth, this mapping becomes an act of looking backward in time, because light from these galaxies has taken billions of years to reach us. What we see is not the present-day web, but a fossil record of its growth, captured in the faint glow of ancient starlight, The mechanics behind this immense architecture are guided by a delicate balance between cosmic forces. Gravity, the great gatherer, draws matter together, sculpting galaxies and clusters along the densest threads of the web. Opposing it is dark energy, the silent driver of expansion, stretching the fabric of space and widening the voids. The interplay between these two determines the pace at which filaments tighten and superclusters drift apart, shaping the universe's evolving geometry. At the heart of it all lies dark matter, invisible, intangible, yet outweighing ordinary matter 5-1. Though it emits no light, its gravity is the hidden hand that sketches the outlines of the web. Ordinary matter simply falls into the invisible wells carved by dark matter's presence, condensing into the galaxies and stars we can see. Without it, the universe would be a far more diffuse and unstructured place, lacking the intricate, interconnected framework we now observe. Even more subtle is the role of baryonic physics, the behavior of ordinary matter. Gas collapses under gravity but resists compression, heating into vast clouds. Galactic winds from exploding stars and ravenous black holes redistribute this gas, shaping the fine texture of the filaments. These small-scale processes, multiplied across trillions of galaxies, collectively weave the finer threads that lace the cosmic skeleton together. Some of the most dramatic expressions of this cosmic architecture are the walls, titanic sheets of galaxies that stretch for billions of light years. One of the most famous, the Sloan Great Wall, spans nearly 1.4 billion light years from end to end, dwarfing anything we can truly visualize. These walls are not solid, but dense regions where multiple filaments merge, creating colossal crossroads of galactic traffic in the universe's web. Then, there are the superclusters, gravitational kingdoms composed of thousands of galaxies bound together. The Laniakea supercluster, home to our own Milky Way, spans 520 million light-years and contains a mass equivalent to 100 million billion suns. Within its borders, galaxies flow like rivers toward a central gravitational basin known as the Great Attractor, an unseen region that draws entire clusters across unimaginable distances. Yet even these leviathans are only features within a still greater pattern. Between them, the cosmic voids loom, desolate regions so vast that light itself can take hundreds of millions of years to cross them. These voids, far from being empty, are the silent counterweight to the walls and filaments, their expansion helping to stretch the web and define the edges of structure. In this way, absence shapes presence, and nothingness itself becomes a force in the architecture of the cosmos. Our awareness of these vast structures is a triumph of patient observation and technological ambition. In the late 20th century, surveys like the CFA Redshift survey began to reveal hints of a cosmic pattern as astronomers painstakingly measured the distances to thousands of galaxies. Each new data point was a star in an unfolding constellation, and slowly the outlines of the cosmic web emerged from the darkness, a revelation that the universe was not a random scatter, but an organized masterpiece. Advancements in telescope sensitivity and computational power transformed those early maps into three-dimensional models of breathtaking clarity. The Sloan Digital Sky Survey and later deep field observations from space telescopes charted millions of galaxies, enabling us to see filaments, walls, and voids in detail that would have been unimaginable to earlier generations. These surveys became more than maps. They were time machines, showing not just where galaxies are, but how they were arranged billions of years ago. Each discovery also deepened the mystery. The largest structures we can see appear almost too large to have formed in the time since the Big Bang, challenging some of our most trusted cosmological models. Are we glimpsing a complete picture, or just the visible skin of a far more intricate cosmic anatomy? The answer lies in the faintest, farthest reaches of the sky, places where our instruments are only just beginning to see. For all their unimaginable size, these hidden structures still touch our existence here on Earth. The Milky Way's position within the Laniakea supercluster determines the flow of our galaxy through space, subtly influencing the motion of the local group and even the path of our solar system across cosmic time. We are not adrift in isolation. We are passengers on one strand of the universe's great web, moving along its invisible currents. These structures also shape the conditions for galaxy formation and, ultimately, life. Galaxies within dense filaments are more likely to interact, merge, and trigger new waves of starbirth, while those in the vast cosmic voids may remain isolated and quiescent for billions of years. The story of every star, planet, and living thing begins not only within its galaxy, but within the larger structure that galaxy calls home. In that sense, the cosmic web is a silent architect of possibility. Even our search for extraterrestrial civilizations is guided by this map of cosmic structure. Astronomers speculate that advanced civilizations might cluster in rich galactic regions, benefiting from abundant resources and frequent stellar encounters. Others may dwell in the quiet solitude of the voids, isolated and self-sufficient. By tracing the threads of the universe's architecture, we are also tracing the possible paths of life beyond our world. If we project these structures forward in time, the future of the cosmic web begins to take shape, and it is a story of both growth and separation. Dark energy's relentless push will continue to stretch space, driving galaxies farther apart and widening the voids. Filaments will thin, walls will drift, and superclusters will slowly unravel into lonely islands, cut off from one another by an ever-expanding ocean of nothingness. In a distant epoch, perhaps trillions of years from now, the sky for any remaining observers will grow empty. The great walls and luminous threads we see today will fade beyond the cosmic horizon, their light forever lost. The web will persist in structure, but its grand patterns will become invisible to those within it, an unobservable truth etched into the fabric of reality. Yet even then, gravity will continue its quiet work in local realms. Galaxies bound together now will merge into titanic elliptical remnants, and clusters will collapse into single, massive entities. The grand web will loosen its grip on the universe at large, but its influence will endure in the smaller, enduring pockets of matter it leaves behind, the final echoes of a once unified cosmic architecture. In contemplating these colossal forms, we are reminded that the universe is not merely a collection of stars, but an intricate design shaped by forces both seen and unseen. The cosmic web is not an object we can hold, nor a place we can visit, yet it governs the motion of galaxies, the birth of stars, and the fate of worlds. It is the hidden stage upon which the drama of the cosmos unfolds, stretching far beyond the boundaries of any one observer's sight. Our ability to perceive it is a testament to human curiosity. From ancient stargazers who charted constellations in the night sky, to modern astronomers who chart filaments billions of light-years long, we have always sought the patterns that lie beneath apparent chaos. In finding them, we not only uncover the structure of the universe, we find our own place within it, connected to a lattice that spans the whole of creation. Perhaps that is the greatest revelation of all. that the same cosmic web binding together galaxies also binds us to the distant past and far-off future. We are threads in its tapestry, momentary flashes of consciousness along a filament of stars, woven into a design we can barely comprehend. And though our lives are brief, we are part of something vast, enduring, and beautiful, the hidden architecture of the universe itself. So, as we look up into the night sky, we are not merely gazing at scattered points of light. We are seeing fragments of a structure so immense that it humbles every human scale, a web of matter and mystery that has shaped the universe for nearly 14 billion years. Each star, each galaxy, is a bead on a thread, part of an ancient network whose story is still unfolding. In the silence between those stars, forces we cannot touch are at work, gravity binding, dark energy pushing, time stretching. The cosmic web is both a creation and a creator, a silent architect whose design determines the destiny of galaxies and the fate of the cosmos. To glimpse it, even in maps and simulations, is to witness the handwriting of the universe itself. And perhaps the next time you stand beneath the stars, you will feel it. Not just the beauty of the sky above, but the vast, invisible structure holding it all together. You are not separate from it. You are part of it, a living mote woven into the greatest pattern ever made. The cosmic web is not just out there in the darkness. It is the very framework of existence.